Hey yo, look, YouTube family, I need to talk about Kwame Brown and Vicki Dillard. Vicki Dillard is the queen that hosts the Fly Nubian channel that's controlled and owned by Dr. Boyce Watkins. Now, she talked about something about not getting into beef between two brothers, this and that, but I'm about to tell y'all what the real issue is. So let's pay these bills right quick. Salute to everybody in the room. Look, before we start this show, please go to the links in the description box and follow me at DJ_bless1 for my Instagram platform. Salute. Now, Vicki Dillard, you know what I'm saying? The longtime assistant. I gotta call her assistant, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but that's the way I see that the brother, Dr. Watkins, treat her like an assistant. But I'm gonna try to make y'all listen to some of the things she had to say regarding the beef with Kwame Brown. If you don't know what's going on, Dr. Boyce Watkins got out of his mouth again, pause, and talking about a man in a situation he had nothing to do with, be with, or anything like that, trying to be the godfather of every sector. Kwame Brown wasn't going for it with the go-get-along type of gangs. Now, over and over, they've been having a series of videos, lengthy ones at that, back and forth, which been entertaining, but at the same time, it made Dr. Boyce Watkins look bad, uncontrollably like a little adolescent out here. Now, Vicki Dillard is also receiving the backlash of this. She's receiving a lot of it. Let's go to some of the videos and the response she made, how people are putting her in the middle between both.
I wasn't thinking about influence and power. I was a child. Let's be seated. What makes sense for
What is she
a mortal
about?
man ain't got nothing to do with Vicki.
Sometimes Vicki just be hollering at nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I try to support my sisters and my kings, but sometimes y'all be so deep in this consciousness that y'all don't even know what y'all be talking about. It's not, y'all got so comfortable with talking a typical narrative that it's really rhetoric y'all speaking at this point. I'm just being honest.
Well, as I've said many times in the past, I'm not just a little YouTuber. I use YouTube and I use other platforms. I had businesses, employees.
Vicki, I love you, baby girl. You lost that business because you got arrested. You caught a federal case. And I'm not out here to judge you. You know what I mean? I'm not out here to judge you at all. We all make mistakes. But we don't want to hear about the business that you had and all that, and now you lost it. Like, talk about Kwame Brown and Dr. Boyce Watkins.
I was doing some forms of media at the time, briefly. A local act. Some of you have said to me that because there's this beef or disagreement or brouhaha, however you want to call it, between Dr. Boyce and our brother Kwame.
Right. I mean, it
Get
is.
your own stuff, Vicki. Get your own this. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, get your own stuff. You independent,
As I said
right?
before, I have my own company, my own partnership, interconnected with this
Nah,
network.
you work for Dr. Boyce
And some
Watkins.
of you know I'm also on another large platform as well.
What platform?
For those of you that tell me to do that, what infrastructure and network do you have in place?
I have one right
Some
now.
of you,
Okay, I have one right now, and I'm about to speak to you now. Now, I guess Dr. Boyce Watkins is the one who put this title for her. He's a troublemaker. He's using her now. If you go to the video, it says Vicki Dillard speaks on being targeted over Dr. Boyce Watkins and Kwame Brown disagreement, which is a lie. People been watching you and looking at you as the step and fetching for Dr. Boyce Watkins for years now. You're the same woman who have said nothing about the Jessica Reed case. I find it contradicting to have a channel that's called Fly Nubian Queen. At the end of the day, whether you don't want to talk about Zaddy, Charlemagne the God, because I know why you, Vicki, you don't want to talk about Charlemagne the God because he's anyway, I can't say that. He's best buddies with Dr. Boyce Watkins. So for that reason, you don't want to step on the foot that's feeding you. Yes or no? I mean, we're from the same type of neighborhoods, Vicki. You done some things that my family members did. Let's get out of this conscious talk right now. You ain't talking to these other folks. You speaking to me. I know you. I know you. You don't want to cross in bad terms with Dr. Boyce Watkins, so it makes everything you regurgitate out your mouth invalid. That's what it does. It's invalid. You don't speak up for what's fair. You only speak up for what Zaddy tells you to speak up about. You don't have your own voice. That's the problem here. It's like being a teacher at a school, a public school. You got to follow the curriculum. Soon as you get off that curriculum a little bit, the school board of education will suspend you and fire your ass so quick. And that's what Zaddy Boyce Watkins would do. You won't no longer be part of the bourgeois, boule club. And you don't want to lose that status. You like being the so-called Mother Earth, Mother God. You like being this here.
Who were really good supporters to me personally have told me, you're going to stop giving me resources. I got to tell you a story.
Not another story. No.
I got to tell you a story.
Not another
Some
story.
of you all
Please,
got
no.
me to a state.
Oh.
Do you think
She going
if the
crazy.
U.S. government was afraid of me and tried to silence me, do you
The government didn't try to silence you, baby girl. You got convicted. You were guilty of robbery. Come on, man. Like, y'all, see, I can't. Let me continue, man. Like, this what I mean. The people who follow this type of rhetoric don't try to listen to it for real. They're in awe of the moment. Meaning they don't care what garbage that Dr. Boyce Watkins is saying or what Vicki Dillard has to say. It's like being part of a gang, part of a group, a club. Once you win, you're in. And people go with the punches, educational purpose. Meaning that we just going to stick with this even if it's wrong immorally and ethically. And that's facts. This woman has yet to criticize Charlamagne the God, but talk about everybody else. How is your network called Fly Nubian Queen? Do you guys really think Michi X didn't sit down and ask herself that? Because Michi X used to be the main face of Fly Nubian Queen. It was not Vicki Dillard. Vicki Dillard, a.k.a., had to kind of replace her. This is big facts. The face that was known on that platform and that built up that platform was the unapologetic Michi X. And that's who I still got some type of respect for compared to Vicki Dillard. Michi X woke up and realized, I can't keep following this dude. I got to get away from Boyce Watkins. He contradicts himself the whole time. The whole platform is a conundrum. Not only that, when Yvette Carnell got away from Dr. Boyce Watkins, he did the typical, I built her up and made her. No, you didn't, bro. I only watch your platform because Yvette was on there. I didn't watch you. Almost nobody came to watch you. Boyce Watkins is the lame dude in the room that feels more important than what he really is. This why your wife is looking at Willie D all like it's the Prince Charming came in the room. God damn. Somebody throw water in this girl over here. She was thirsty for the D. My bad, Willie D, that's no pun intended. Jesus Christ. Slow down, Becky. That's who your wife was behaving like. And now Vicki Dillard know what the real game is. I ain't dumb. I know Vicki is a sister. She's sister for real, man. I'm bro to her. She's sister to me, man. I know her. This is a love video for Vicki. Ain't a diss. But you need to separate from this man. Don't make videos getting mad at people for people having a common sense. You think all of us know each other? You look brazy right now, Vicki, and someone needs to let you know that. Like, you call yourself this Fly Nubian Queen, but yet you said nothing about Charlamagne the God. I'm still on that. I find that very contradicting. Dr. Boyce is affiliated. You know what I'm saying? I respect that she didn't turn off her comments to have a monologue only. We should be able to have a difference of opinion without being put on silence. I agree with all of that. But the problem is, you're a hypocrite. And it's hard to take somebody like you serious. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't respect black men that start conflicts with other black men. But I don't respect ones who do it and hide their hand. Big facts. So if we're gonna, I got all your talking points. I studied your video you just did, Ma. I'm a real journalist out here. Now I missed the live, but I'm glad that Kwame Brown continued what he had to do to respect himself. Now I see you guys are taking down comments on this section. You guys are going wild out here. Now my thing is, Dr. Boyce didn't have to insert himself in Kwame Brown's business. Yay or nay. He didn't have to do none of that. All by saying how they're going to shut his channel down and all X, Y, and Z. And since he made 5 videos and went on other platforms as well to shut his comments off. And he called the young man Jim Jones. I mean, the guy that was poisoning Kool-Aids and giving toxic to black folks out here, you compared him to that? You left a bad taste in Michi X and Professor Griff mouth with those comments. Shout out to Michi X and Professor Griff. I respect their rebuttal back towards you. Like you're fake. That's who Dr. Boyce Watkins is. So don't get mad, Vicki. By you being affiliated with a fake person like this, you have to know the naysayers are going to look at you as well of being fake. Once again, Jessica Reed is sitting out here and need a voice to help her out. You have a whole platform that's supposedly dedicated to black queens. Isn't Jessica Reed a black queen as well? Doesn't Jessica Reed deserve justice? I mean, she got played with. We do know the circumstances that night. It's not an if and but. She was violated that night, educational purpose. The evidence, everything came back saying something happened that night. It's just that people didn't put Charlemagne to it because she never went and did her testimony on the stand because her mom told her not to. Can you fault them? Well, I can fault the mother, but can you fault a 14-year-old who's they basically doesn't have the power for it? It's her mother, remember? She's only 14 years old. And then people like you, Vicky, why not ask, why is Charlemagne the God, 20-something years old, hanging with a 14-year-old child, bringing her to military naval parties? Facts. Naval parties. Why is Charlemagne the God's cousin allegedly a police officer in South Carolina now? But we're not going to get deep into that. Big facts. But you trump and get rid of conspiracies and all that, don't you? This is crazy. Look, man, it's a lot of things that have been broken down in this, but I got to dip, man. Look, I'm your God bless one. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, gang. Look, y'all, do me a favor. Go to my Instagram, DJ_bless1. Come rock out and show some love to the Smoke Gang family. Blessings and love to everybody. Salute.